on first down. It's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. And watch the slant. Mike, 56.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Haskins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Second down. It's Gibson. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Big hold of the 30. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Check, middle. Shoot, watch the shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shit. Check 31. Check 31.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Check. Lucky.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
down. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
49ers.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They run with Edmonds. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
makes the score Niners 20, Washington 6.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for a 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Washington Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Haskins, they'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and he'll complete this to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Washington.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Again, it's Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Haskins going to throw again. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown stretched out of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Niners 34, Washington 6.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
It got his man complete. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., 75 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I smell fear in that offense.
On play action, Allen. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The 40, 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 82 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Don't get nervous. Check the backer, check the backer. Back, back, back.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Courage. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Delta. These babies cry all the way. Hurry.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. A throw taken in by Sims. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 24, check 24.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Check 52's to mine. In your face. Check 4.
Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Twist.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Stop your whining. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hatchet. Joker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Who that? Slam. 56.
On second and very short, Allen into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the out. Hey, alert 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
The kicker
Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 51, Washington 13. Mitch Wishnowski to kick kickoff forcing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's now
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Check, check. Fresno. Check 9, check 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
This is.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, motion backfield.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He was brought down.
That one good for 33 and a 1st. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Check 3. Watch out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go to Johnson again. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
On down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound?
The running back.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rhodes. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. This is the tight end Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Washington first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Washington 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tonight's final score, Niners.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it.